On November 24, 1971, a man calling himself Dan Cooper boarded a commercial flight, claimed he had a bomb, demanded $200,000 and 4 parachutes, then jumped out of the plane over the Pacific Northwest and was never seen again. It remains the only unsolved hijacking in American aviation history. The man purchased a one-way ticket from Portland to Seattle under the name Dan Cooper. A media error later turned it into D.B. Cooper in news reports, and the name stuck. He was described as calm, polite, and unremarkable, wearing a dark suit and sunglasses, ordering a bourbon and soda before the plane even took off. Shortly after takeoff, he handed a note to a flight attendant claiming he had a bomb in his briefcase. He showed her wires and cylinders inside before she was even sure the threat was real. He demanded $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck waiting once the plane landed in Seattle. Authorities met every demand. The plane landed, passengers were released unharmed, and the money and parachutes were delivered. Cooper ordered the crew to fly toward Mexico City at a low altitude, under 10,000 feet, with the landing gear down and flaps partially lowered, unusual conditions that suggested he had real knowledge of aircraft. Somewhere over the dense forests of southwest Washington state, Cooper lowered the plane's rear stairs and jumped into the night, into freezing temperatures, high winds, and pouring rain, wearing only a business suit and the parachute. He was never seen boarding the ground, and no one on the plane witnessed the actual jump. The FBI launched one of the largest manhunts in its history, questioning hundreds of suspects over the following decades. In 1980, a young boy digging on the banks of the Columbia River found a decaying bundle of cash that was confirmed to be a portion of the ransom money, the only physical evidence of the crime ever recovered, roughly 9 miles from where investigators believed Cooper landed. No trace of Cooper himself, his parachute, or his body was ever found. Experts have long debated whether he could have survived a night jump at that altitude, in that weather, with no visible landing plan. The FBI officially closed the case in 2016 without ever identifying him, and Dan Cooper remains the only hijacker in United States history to vanish completely and never be caught.